Hey guys, thank you for watching the 5th episode of the podcast. I'm so excited for you guys to see it. It was one of the funniest and one of the funnest ones yet, so can't wait to keep doing more. If you're interested in being a guest on this show, please check out the, it's the opposite way. Check out the IG account over here and just DM us, because we will respond and we can have you on the show if you got a project that you're wanting to promote. And also, please consider checking out my band, over here again. Check out my band New Management on Spotify. I got new music coming out soon, I think in about a week from now. So, and then after that, we got more music coming out after that. So anyways, thank you guys. Enjoy the video, and have a wonderful day. Hello, everybody. Welcome back for another episode of Starving Artists. We may be starving, but we are not thirsty. Bottoms up, everybody.
Shotgun blast to the face.
Woo! And you know what? It tastes like burrito. Because I just ate a burrito right before that. It's like cilantro in my head.
Cilantro in your head.
Well, today we got a Kraft Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yeah, that's from only the finest craft brewery in Portland, Oregon.
And some Fireball. We're not sponsored by them yet, but I emailed someone who works there. So, and then what are you drinking tonight, good sir?
I'm drinking the cheapest possible gin and the cheapest possible orange juice.
No brand, no brands.
Winco brand orange juice. Mono gin.
Nice.
They will never pay us because they never respond to my emails. It's big.
Well, they're really bad at emailing. You got to fax them. That's the trick.
Those companies are stuck in the past.
I usually just fax them like a 400-page thing so that like kills their printer.
Nice. Just like a liability. They're probably like, this person died of alcohol poisoning. Paperwork they're sending.
Oh man. But you know what? I was gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. I'm just gonna take this right now.
He's gonna do it.
I don't do good with shots.
You begin. Well, you took that shotgun like you took it like a Kurt Cobain, like a champ.
God damn it, Lucas! It's too early. We're not even 2 minutes into the podcast.
No, and you're having your second drink already. So
yeah, and I'm gonna chase it with Pabst Blue Ribbon.
And you're gonna shotgun another beer.
Wish me luck, everybody. Ooh,
good luck.
I don't know. I'm kind of regretting saying that I was gonna do it on recording, because then it either makes me have to edit it out or it makes me have to look like a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, editing it out will make you look like a bitch.
Are you going to mention it on every other subsequent podcast? Hey, by the way, on episode 5, Andrew didn't fucking...
That one time, Andrew bitched out to the people. He didn't take that shot for the people.
Yeah, take that shot, you stupid freshman. All right, everybody. This is for you, everybody at home in America. Woohoo!
Shout outs the American children. Says he's not good at shots. He opened his gullet like a pro. Went down like a pelican. I'm not chugging my drink because this is all I have.
Also, it's much nicer.
Not nicer. It's just, I mean, it is the cheapest possible gin you could buy. It's like in a giant plastic tub.
It comes in a barrel, and they don't even make gin in a barrel.
Gin in a barrel. That's not bad.
I don't even know what gin.
Do this podcast. Let's just start a liquor company.
Yeah, dude. Let's just start a liquor company. Oh man. I'll tell you what. When you watch movies and like people do shots. Yeah, I'm familiar with the film. But yeah, no, like when they take shots on movies and they're like they literally they take a shot like this. They're like this. They're like, and you're like, fuck off. No fucking way. Because they're acting, so they put water in there or something. I don't know. I guess some people can take shots like that. That's fucking crazy. I
mean, I do cold vodka shots if I've got to do shots.
Cold vodka? That's like
cold vodka shots.
One time at a party, I think we might have been at a wedding. Nathan came up to me. The singer of Midnight Picture Show came up to me. And he was like, "Hey guys, drunk." Our first guest on Starving Arts. He came up to me fucked up, and he came up he was like, "Hey guys," and he had vodka in his hand, and he was like, "You guys want some paint thinner?" And I've worked a lot with like that kind of stuff, and I've used paint thinner quite a bit, and it connected in my brain, and I was like, oh shit, this does taste exactly like fucking paint thinner. And ever since then,
remember that time I drank all that paint thinner.
And ever since then, I could not fucking do vodka anymore, because it just, every time I drink it, I literally think I'm drinking paint thinner. It's fucking disgusting. I'm so sorry, by the way. This is so rude that I'm burping so much, but at the same time,
good audio.
I gotta get ASMR. Guy gets fucking drunk on a podcast. So today we are going to talk about a hefty, deep, super deep subject. It's called how to deal with fucking haters, because you get fucking haters, man. And you know, when you put shit out on the internet, you just like, you attract people who are very opinionated. That's just a fact. At any point in time, there's absolutely, in my opinion, there's absolutely no difference than me recording a song and putting it on YouTube than me sitting at town hall and singing it in front of everybody. And I'm completely asking for judgment, and I'm completely asking for, you know, for people to see me. And if you're asking for people to see you, then you're asking for people to judge you. And I feel like you can't just put out content and then not expect any backlash from that. I think it's unrealistic to not it's unrealistic to expect nobody to give you backlash. There are some people who make music and they get fucking no criticism. But just realistically, those people don't make it. Everybody who's ever made it has had haters. Think of every successful band. They probably have just as many, maybe even more people hate them. Think of Nickelback. We were talking about them the other episode. Fucking Nickelback. Yeah.
My dad everybody fucking loves Nickelback.
Who?
He's like my dad. The man that gave birth to me.
My girlfriend fucking loves Nickelback. I kind of like Nickelback. I like them a lot, actually.
They exist. That's what I'm saying. They catch a lot of flack, but they've got as many haters as they've got fans.
And they've got a lot of big fucking hits. And say what you want. Maybe, you know, and I get like
why people don't like them. A fucking TikTok version of a sea shanty of Rockstar, I think, by them.
That's cool.
He pulled it out he was like, check this out at dinner. And I'm like, Dad, are you addicted to TikTok? Is this conversation that we have to have? I'm gonna have to sit down and have the social media conversation with my dad about how much time he's spending on TikTok.
Dad, you gotta stop spending all your fucking time on TikTok.
I know you love Nickelback, but you can't just watch Nickelback videos all day.
See, I
got a job, damn it.
You gotta do something. Yeah, no, I gotta say, like, they have so many hits and they're so successful, but if you go down the street and you tell people, or you talk to them, hey, what do you think of Nickelback? Like, you'll probably get just as many, if not more people who will say that they don't like them or they don't care for them, or
like, that's the band everybody else hates, right? I hate them too.
Yeah, I guess maybe you get that, but maybe, but there's a lot of people who specifically just, God, I don't like them. And I for a while I was like, oh, Nickelback, it was kind of a meme and it was kind of cool to be on the bandwagon. But then I heard some of their songs that like aren't their hits, and I'm like, damn, they're pretty good. Like, I mean, I'm not a big fan of their lyrics sometimes, but I don't know. I mean, this podcast, this is not about Nickelback. This is about haters and dealing with them. Nickelback gets a lot of this is not even a podcast. This is a video. But this, you know, how to deal with haters. I got a lot of hate because I was promoting my band for a while on social media, and I would fucking, I guess it was like 2 or 3 times a day, I would post something like, hey guys, I made a new song, check it out. And everybody who was following me or who were friends with me or something, if they didn't like my music, or if they already were, they were getting annoyed that I was always telling people all the time. But if it was,
he still has dreams.
Dreams are supposed to die when you're 21, Andrew. What the fuck are you doing at 23? Yeah. Still putting
supposed to work for a finance firm and forget about that shit.
And you know, and some people are like that too. Like, literally, like, I posted something on YouTube and it got like so many comments, and the comments were all like, this is bad, this is awful, wow. And by the way, just for the record, ladies and gentlemen, the program that I use to record all my music with doesn't come with auto-tune or any sort of version of auto-tune. It has this thing called Celemony, which is sort of like auto-tune, but it's an extra $100 to buy, and I've never purchased it, and I do not know how to use it. It would take me a minute to learn how to use it. So I've literally never used any sort of auto-tuning in any way on any of my songs ever. And this person commented and was like, this is so much auto-tune. And I'm not like, I don't have perfect pitch. In fact, I was actually in that song that he's specifically talking about. I'm like super flat the whole time. So I don't know what the fuck he's talking about me using autotune, because he can't even get that conflated, because it's like, it's not good enough to even be sounding like autotune. Anyways,
that's just like an idiot that is like, I don't like this, and I'm gonna try to use a term that sounds like a musical term. Say I don't like this.
He has to sound like he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, when clearly no idea what he's talking about. Because that would be like a compliment. Like, this sounds auto-tune. I'm like, well, there's no auto-tune. Oh,
no auto-tunes. Thank you. Yeah, thanks.
Perfect pitch. Thanks, stranger on the internet.
And that's the thing. I used to get, at one point in time, I was like promoting myself like crazy. And I was getting like 2 or 3 comments a day that were like, you suck, you're awful. Yeah, on my only. Yeah, no. Fuck it. Here's what I do. I do OnlyFans, but then what I do is I play my own music in the background, so as to promote my band. And then also, if anybody wants to resend it, it's copyrighted, and I get money for it.
It's like boudoir shots of you and your drum kit.
Exactly.
You cover up your dick with your drumstick. Nah. The toms. There we go. It was like this. Actually, I need the whole symbol. Big Zildjian from a John.
and as close to the camera as I can get it. Thank you. You know what though? People on the internet are, and here's to every other starving artist who ever puts anything out there: promote your shit. Do what you can. Tell your friends. Ask your friends to promote your shit for you and with you. Like, a cool friend, if you send them your song, will show other people or show your other friends. Like, you don't need, if you send it to 10 people shouldn't be the amount of people that see it. 30 or 40 people should be the amount of people that see it, because every person you send it to should also send that to 1 or 2 people. If they don't, then they're not the ride or die type of, or they're not the ride type of. Ride or die, is that the phrase? I don't know. I watched Fast and Furious all the way through all the movies one time. Wow. So that was
all at once.
I did that in like 3 weeks. Yeah, it was like 3 or 4 weeks. I watched all of them. And then, you know what? They're actually better than people think. They're not that bad. I mean, they are sometimes get like big muscles, big car, brain dog. Like, they kind of get like that sometimes, but also, you know, sometimes they're pretty cool, I guess. I mean, I don't know. But
you know, for Andrew Swindell, closet Nickelback, and Fast and the Furious. We're learning a lot about you today.
Yeah, apparently.
What do your haters think they know about you?
Fuck, apparently nothing. I don't even know anything about myself. Apparently, I just looked at. If you look at that on paper, I look like a bad person. I like Nickelback and Fast and Furious.
Yeah, you're basically the scum of the internet.
That's why I'm good at shotgunning beer, because apparently I have no taste.
Ah, I see. Well, you also drink Pabst, you know.
And water.
Pabst and water.
Because it's good to get fucked up. But ladies and gentlemen, stay hydrated, all right? Just saying. Stay
hydrated.
Stay hydrated, everybody. Cool fucking A. That's not. Oh. That looked like it hurt.
That was just the end of it. I was like, I'll grab that because he's gonna charge some stuff. Chug some stuff. Charge it. You charge that beer.
Oh damn. Okay, you know, I'm gonna fucking chug this.
Don't do that.
I'm chugging it. I was gonna sip it.
Shotgun a beer and okay. I'm sorry. You gotta regain your masculinity. Mine was red wine. I just drank the bottom of a red wine glass that me and my girlfriend couldn't finish after date night. Like, you don't need to shotgun your beer. It's not a. Like,
should I go get another beer and shotgun that one so I can still have mine to sip on? Is that what you're saying?
You're a grown man.
I don't listen. You're
a thirsty artist.
I'm a thirsty artist. Yes, I am. Bottoms up. And cheers. And hey, everybody who's watching this video, if you got a drink with me. Ready? Yeah. Don't stop drinking till I'm done drinking. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Pinky's up. Oh.
I didn't actually finish it. It's like there's much left.
It's okay.
But it was really cold.
The first one was for the people. The second one was for you.
Yeah. I'm gonna do this one in a second. I just need to drink some water. Okay. Because as much as I'd love to throw up on a podcast, I also don't want to look like a guy who throws up after 3 drinks. All I mean, it wasn't like less than 15 minutes though. So say what you want about that. So anyways,
this into an audio podcast so you can vomit all you want.
Oh fucking A. Oh, if I threw up, I'd keep it. I'd just be like puke warning. No, but you know, when you write music, you put yourself and you put your art on something and you put your name on something and you submit it and you say, here you go, world, check me out, judge me. That's what you're saying. Whether you like it or not, you're asking for people to judge you, okay?
Totally are.
So
a piece of yourself in it.
Yeah, it is. And like every time you get on stage, you're subsequently going, I am going to perform in front of you, but at the same time, I know you're going to judge me. They go hand in hand. You can't perform without judgment. That's the whole point. You're doing it for judgment. And so there's going to be people who won't like your performance, no matter, through all walks of life, through everything that you do. There's going to be somebody who doesn't like what you're doing. And that usually means you're succeeding in a way. Now, if everybody in a room tells you not to do it, then maybe you shouldn't do it. But
maybe you're in the wrong fucking room.
Maybe you're in the wrong fucking room. Lucas is onto something here. But you know what? How to deal with hate, though? Like, I mean, how to deal with haters? You're going to get it. And so the important thing is to kind of grow a backbone, because I know a few musicians who, as much as I love them and as much as I would be like, hey, you guys are like my friends or whatever, she would put a song out and she would get any amount of hate, and she'd get 10 people who said, this is awesome, I can't believe this is amazing. But then she'd get the one person who goes like, this song is incoherent and you need to learn how to play guitar or something. And that would destroy her.
Too much
auto-tune. And it would destroy her. It would wreck her. She couldn't go on with her day. She didn't know how to cope with that. And it took her a long time. And in fact, if I'm being honest, it took me a long time too. Like, it took me years of getting past the judgment and scrutiny. And even today, it still affects me a little bit. I'm not invincible. I'm not invulnerable. But
despite how he may look after chugging those 2 beers.
Yeah, despite how
Superman.
Exactly. I'm glad you said it, Lucas, because I was just thinking that. I'm
glad you said what we were all thinking. I am Superman.
You know, I've never been in the same room as another guy who can fly, which means I can fly. Oh, I made a joke. Okay, so this is on another topic, but I have to say it. So I actually recently just got my first shot for the vaccine for COVID-19. So I'm excited to get my second one so that hopefully life can go a little bit less stressful for me. But I will say this. When I got it from my, I think it was a nurse or a doctor. I don't know who gave it to me in all honesty. But when she was doing it, the way that she was talking to me before about asking me questions and all this stuff, she was very business. Like, just, I'm giving you a shot and you're getting out of here. I do not care. Like, just wasn't joking, wasn't very jovial, right?
Yeah.
And I am a very joking person. I joke all the time about everything. I don't take anything seriously. And so she gave me the first shot and then she said, oh, you're all ready to go. And I thought, for some reason, because I'm stupid, that I was going to get a shot that was going to like numb my arm. And then I was going to get a second shot that was going to be the actual vaccination, right? Yeah. No, the first shot, that was just the vaccination. That was it. So I was like, I was kind of expecting like multiple shots. So I was like, oh, is that it? And she's like, yep, you're ready to go. You're all good to go. I'm like, oh, okay, sweet. Awesome. Thanks. And then I was like, should I make this joke?
She would cover that in the business.
Yeah, exactly. You'd think. And I was thinking that she was, I mean, I don't know. She didn't laugh when I made this joke, but I was like, oh, sweet. I got my shot. I'm like invincible now, right? And she was like, she's like, well, you're gonna have to wait till your second shot for you to be, and she said like 90%, whatever. I can't remember what she said. And I said, oh, okay. All right, sweet. Well, I'm gonna go on the roof and jump and see if I can fly it, or see if I can fly now. And like thinking like, cause you know, like people are joking about how, you know, vaccines, they give you all this stuff and you don't know what they're going to do and Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay, I have, you know, whatever you want to say about that. Sure. I don't want to make this political, but it was more along the lines of like, I'm making a joke about the way that people perceive things to make them different. And so I was like, sweet, I'm going to go try to fly. Like I'm going to grow wings or some shit. And like, she didn't let me laugh, but she didn't tell me not to do it. So
That's
she just
doctor
like
approved.
by you not saying no, you're saying yes.
Yes. That's those 4 out of 5 dentists agree that I could fly if I jumped off the roof.
4 out of 5. And I know that's a lie because they always say 9 out of 10. All the toothpaste commercials always say 9 out of 10 dentists approve or say that you should whatever, you know. But then if you ever see a commercial that says 4 out of 5, don't trust that one because that means it's 8 out of 10 because I'm good at math. And so that's statistically less than the other toothpastes.
8 is less than 9.
Yeah, what happened?
Just use the other one.
Yeah, just use the other one. So, anyways, I told my doctor that, and she didn't fucking laugh at all.
Hey, she should have given you like a polite chuckle at the very least.
Fuck! I hit my tooth on my mug. Oh shit! Did you hear that?
I did hear it.
Fuck, that hurt so bad.
That's good audio.
Fuck! Now I'm gonna go fucking. Thank God I used good toothpaste.
Yeah, good. Yeah. You're gonna have to go to your dentist.
But 4 out of 5 of you said this was gonna work. And they were like, yeah, but you got to get the ones that say 9 out of 10.
Yeah,
those are the real good ones.
Yeah, I'm not a real dentist. I'm not even. I didn't go to school for this.
Actually, one year when I was little, I remember I went to like a college, and we got our teeth done for like cheap or for free.
You went to the dental college?
Yeah,
like a fucking hair college. You're like, we're gonna go get fucking $5 haircuts from the kids.
Yeah, it was
how
like
to use scissors.
God damn it! No, okay. What I meant is that we went to a college that are fucking a dentistry school, and they did our teeth for like cheap because it wasn't like a real dentist's office because they needed to practice on people. So my mom made me like a guinea pig one year for that shit. You know, the struggle was real at that time. So, but it was good. We got our teeth fucking done, and I didn't lose any yet since. So it worked out for what it was. But
stopped losing teeth at that point.
Yeah, I haven't lost a tooth since that point.
My dentures are still.
Yeah, fucking. Oh man, you know, I thought about it. I think when I hit 50, that's gonna be my birthday present to myself. I'm just gonna get rid of all my teeth and just put in dentures. Just never have to brush them again. You know what I mean?
Just fucking dive teeth first into asphalt. Just fucking clear them out.
Teeth first in the asphalt.
Teeth first. I mean, you'll still have teeth, right?
Yeah, dude. Okay, the other day I went out and I was playing basketball, and I haven't fell in probably 5 years. Have you fallen recently? It fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. Falling.
Break your knee.
Yeah, falling when you're 16 is like, oh, okay, you fell. Falling when you're 23, it's like hard. It's not easy. It's like I fell and I fell hard. I'm a bigger guy, and it was not easy getting back up. And I fucking scraped. I got shit on my hands. You can't tell because I got like good fucking lighting, but I got fucking cuts on my hand. Look at that. Look at that red mark. See that? That's a cut. Yeah, it was real and fucking hurt. I'm a person. Real. I feel things.
That's my trauma.
That's my story. And you know what? It's
you should write a book called My Struggle.
Yeah, I fell once when I was 23. It doesn't feel the same as when you're younger. But you know what? Honestly, we're keep going back and forth from the topic, and I need to just kind of wrap it up because I don't think I'm going to go anywhere with it tonight. But honestly, how to deal with haters?
If anybody's like, you guys you're meandering too long. Example A, I'll point to us drinking at the top of the show. And point B, the topic is fuck the haters, so stop hating.
Stop hating.
So when we get to it, if you're like a hater on like how they're not telling me how to deal with haters fast enough, then you know you're helpless.
To deal with haters, at first you got to get into the mind of a hater. Yeah. And you got to find what you hate and how you do it and what would piss you off. But honestly, everybody gets haters, so it's not abnormal. Don't feel like this is like a thing that is only happening to you. Everybody gets haters, especially performers or musicians. You're going to get it. And if you're thinking about going into music or you're thinking about putting your project out or promoting yourself, don't let that be a hindrance. Don't let it stop you. If you find that you want to do it, but you're too nervous to do it, don't let that stop you because it's not a big deal. Everybody gets fucking haters. Think of the most successful people in the world. They get fucking haters. Tons every day, every day. And you know what? It's going to make you a better person.
Successful people in the world. They are haters.
They are haters. Yep.
They're
They
like,
hate. Yep.
the people that are going to give you shit over your creative expression are people that don't make anything themselves. They don't know how to be vulnerable. They don't know how to put a piece of themselves into their work, and they feel bitter about it. And like, it's hard to like empathize with them, but ultimately, like, you've got to ask yourself, like, how much do I really care about the stranger's opinion on the internet? Like, it may hurt the words that they say, but maybe that's because you're imagining like your dad or your friend like reading them, like, and saying them out loud to you, like the people that you care about, that you show your work. But there's a difference between when you show it to your friends and when you put it out there for the world. Because like you said, it's like you're going to City Hall. You don't know who those fucking people are. Ultimately, you're not going to see them ever again, probably.
Probably, hopefully.
Then they're going to stop thinking about you 5 minutes after you're off stage.
The second that they hit send on that comment, you are out of their brain.
Yeah.
So
entirely.
yeah. And plus, you don't even know them. Like they could like Nickelback for all you know.
That's true.
And
they could be fucking dirty, slimy Nickelback fans like my father.
Or my girlfriend. Fucking losers. Okay.
Andrew's the one under a bridge, and it's not a Zoom background because his girlfriend's kicking out to the house.
Because that's so awesome. Okay. Well, you know what? That's all I got to say about that, because I got another one thing, but yeah. It's really about over time learning to build a bigger and a better, stronger spine. I don't know what workouts you can do to build a better, stronger spine, but just building a better one. Just make sure that, someone says something, it doesn't, maybe you can take it, go, is this real criticism or is this just hating? And if it's criticism, then take it with a grain of salt and then work on yourself in that way. But if it's just hate, then just disregard it. And you gotta know when to cut your losses with certain people. If they think that you suck and you'll never make it, then you're done. You're not trying to impress that person anymore, because they'll never be impressed no matter what you do. So just try to find the people, because we have 7.2 billion people on the planet now. How many people are on here? So something like that. Let's just round. Let's say 7.3 billion people on this planet. There's going to be people who like something everywhere. People like feet, okay? So
7.8 billion people.
7.8?
7.8, and roughly 2 billion of those people like feet.
Yeah, exactly. And so if 2 billion people like feet, then there's going to be some people out there who like your music or like your comedy or like your art in some way, okay? So honestly, just be truthful to you, do what's best, make it marketable. But honestly, have fun with it. And when you put it out there, don't be embarrassed about what you're doing. And that's another thing is embarrassment. Like, that's a whole nother side of, it's almost like dealing with a hater, but the hater is like yourself in a way, like feeling embarrassed. I don't know. Lucas, have you ever felt embarrassed on stage? I think we talked about this for a second and you were like,
you brought it up, and I'm like, I'm like, no, I don't know. I don't feel embarrassed. The jokes that I tell, for anybody who's listened to the other episodes of the show, they'll know my jokes are all over the place.
They're not on Sesame Street, that's for sure.
They're not on Sesame Street. They are on the other side of the train tracks from Sesame Street. They are not PG.
They're on Rye Street.
They're on Rye Street. Is
there another like seed?
They're on Bourbon Street.
Bourbon. Okay.
Yeah. New Orleans. I don't know. I'm not traveled. I'm not.
But
my point being, I tell jokes about, incest and murder and like,
yeah, just things that
kicking puppies. Yeah, write what you love. That's what you say.
Oh my God, I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm out. Oh.
I mean, like, so I've never been like, because part of you has got to believe like I'm funny, and you got to go up with a confidence, because like if you go up, there was this dude at my mic the other day that like he came up and his joke was about an albino black guy, and he was couching this joke in like, I'm not racist, like punchlines, like soft punchlines, like avoiding the race entirely. Like, I'm not racist. And then the punchline is that he had a twin and that there were 2 albino black guys. And he's like, and then I clutched my wallet even harder because there were 2. And then he like immediately launched into a joke. because he had no confidence in his racist, poorly thought out punchline.
Oh,
It was like, you know, it's a joke, it's fine, but it's like that's like he didn't work hard for it. He didn't have a confidence in it. I'm sure in his own mind he was like his own biggest critic for it. And so like about being embarrassed about saying what you're saying, I don't know. I'll tell jokes about eating shit, about fucking a sister I don't have, about, you know, kicking puppies. I'll tell you this, because they always say that money's the root of all evil.
mm-hmm.
And lately I've been trying to go back to my roots. So I have to wonder, like, why do I film myself on the internet kicking puppies? And it's like the undeniable profit. That's the biggest part of it. People will pay to see that, you know. Puppies are cheap. It's just a low overhead. And
webcams and puppies are cheap.
That's true. Those two things. I mean, you got to wonder, like, why even bother killing two birds with one stone? I'll tell you why. You save money not buying the second stone. You know, it's bedrock economics.
Damn. Oh, that's good.
And I'll leave you with this. In business, I'll tell you this: you can lead a horse to water, but you cannot drown a horse. They're just way stronger than you. Yeah.
You know, that's another thing. I don't know. This is a total side tangent. I'm gonna fucking derail this podcast. But
derail away.
I don't like horses, and I'm particularly scared of them.
Okay, we're going here. My point was, like, I can tell a joke and not be embarrassed about, like, me fictionally killing a horse. But now that this is an open environment, I can talk about the time I really did kill a horse.
There we go. It's no longer a joke, so it's totally fine. You know, I don't like horses. They scare me. Anything that's 10 times stronger than a human, that's terrifying to me. That is a god among men, and they should not be around me. I don't want to ride on it, like pretending that I have any sort of control in this situation at hand. It could buck me off, and I could be paralyzed for the rest of my life, and I have no fucking say. So
kick you in the head.
They could. They did that. I don't want them to Superman me. That's fucked. Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, I don't trust that shit. My girlfriend's always like, we got to ride on a horse sometime. We got to go to the beach and ride on horseback shirtless. And I'm like, no, I'm not Fabio, 1, and 2. I don't want to do that because horses could kick me off, and I could, yeah. No offense, but
is she at least going to be shirtless in this scenario?
I don't know. I feel like that would hurt, just like on horses. Like, ow, ow. So I don't know. Just my personal.
I mean, they're way stronger than you, so you can't just kill it like you normally would. You can't drown a horse. You're gonna have to get on its back and garrote its neck. You're gonna have to.
They're surprisingly buoyant. No, but fuck. Okay, so sorry. To go back. Think of all the benefits of killing a horse, though. Doesn't it just like make you feel happy? Just thinking of all the benefits.
Benefits of killing a horse? You can eat the horse if you're hungry, I guess.
Yeah, you can get a dope ass hat too.
Which part of the horse do you use as a hat?
Any part. They're all creative. Just think about it. And then
okay.
And then all the glue you can make.
All the glue you can eat. Like...
God damn it. Okay. Who? Starving artists. Okay, so you can eat glue. That helps with your starvation. Yeah, and you know what? Like, I've been on stage and I get embarrassed because I will write songs that are like really personal and really deep, and then I'll have to sing in front of like 30 strangers, and you're like, I don't want to do that. That's kind of lame. Like, this sucks. Like, I don't want to like peel onions in front of people because that's gonna make me cry. So you know. And in all honesty, like, people want to write deep music, and that's totally awesome. But I think a really big important part about performing in front of people is make it fun. So if you feel embarrassed about singing a deep song in front of people, you can make it deep. You can make it, sad, and you can try to have everybody in the moment with you. Totally doable. But make it fun. Think of every sad song that's ever been really successful. The whole group is singing. The artist isn't like sad about it. They're like cheering them on. They're like, I'm having fun about this thing that I wrote. So music is personal, but if you're at a concert it's not personal for you, it's personal for like you and the audience. So you're not only having the moment, they're having the moment with you. So don't ever feel embarrassed, because if you feel embarrassed, then they should feel embarrassed, and you wouldn't want them to feel embarrassed. So that's kind of hard. That's a hard way to get past it. But also,
that's exactly what I mean about that guy who told the joke about the albino black guys. Like, he clearly was not had no confidence in like his punchline at all, and like went right past it. He was embarrassed. He was not ready to say it. He had no confidence in, and the crowd, like, they feel that, dude. Like, they can tell when you're not on board with what you're saying. If you're like, oh my God, I'm singing about my vulnerability and everybody can see how vulnerable I am. Like, if you're in your own head about it, like, they're going to be like, wow, he's really in his own head about it. And you're not going to perform as, to the best of your ability. That's one thing about comedy is most comedians use comedy as a defense mechanism in their everyday life. Like a lot of people do. So it's like, I tell plenty of jokes about things like suicide, or, deeply wanting to be a Ninja Turtle or something like that. Like, things that are really true to me. Yeah, exactly. But the idea that it's always behind comedy, like I'm always trying to make it funny, is different from like if you're playing a song that's like supposed to evoke emotion of like that sadness. But still you have to play it for them, like you said.
Yeah, and the idea of even comedy and music, it's always showing a part of yourself that you don't show your coworkers, that you don't show, people that are typically around you every day. You're showing a vulnerable side to you, and I think a good way to, and that's kind of the same thing as dealing with haters. You're going to get over it. One day you're gonna hop on stage, you're gonna perform in front of a bunch of people, and you're gonna go, I'm not as nervous as I usually am. This is cool. And then the next time you'll be a little less nervous. And then one day you'll be like, I don't even get fucking nervous anymore. And maybe that's 2 years for you. Maybe that's 20 years for you. I know there's still professional artists out there who have been touring for like 10 years and they still get nervous. It always depends on who you are. For me, I definitely get nervous still performing, but I probably get about half to 1/3 the amount of nervous that I get now compared to when I was in high school. And dealing with haters, I'm probably 1/10 the amount disturbed to haters that I was when I was in high school. So in high school for me was like 4 or 5 years ago. So I mean, it took me about 4 or 5 years to get this person who has a harder shell, a stronger spine, and who gets way less nervous performing. I still get those things, but over time, and realistically, I haven't even been performing that long, and I haven't even been putting music out for that long, and I haven't even been serious for that long. So I think if I was way more diligent about it and way more, steady with the whole thing, I think I'd be in a way better spot now than I would be now. So if that makes any sense.
You still handle it way better than you did in your third senior year, though.
Yeah. Yeah. My first senior year and my second senior year, those were tough.
Those were tough times. But by the third one, you're like,
yeah, I was like, I've done this shit twice now. So yeah. Yeah. No. So it's
ultimately, it's like, I don't know. I don't care what the people think. Like, I want them to laugh.
It's a good attitude to have. That's a good attitude to have for you, for sure.
But I'm still pretty new to comedy, so I haven't like had people leaving comments on my shit. Like, and part of me is like, I welcome it. Like, please, I'll tear you to pieces.
Fuck with me. See what happens.
Yeah. Fucking bring it, dude. Fucking,
you know what?
It probably bother me on some level, but like. You can't let it bother you to the point where you don't keep creating.
Yeah, you can't make it paralyzing or or anything like that. I know that for me, I would perform songs that were really deep and personal in front of people, and it would bother me because like I said, I don't know these people, most of them anyways. Or even sometimes if I did know them, I didn't really want to share this kind of stuff with them. And so, but I do want to write music like that. Well, what I found for me that makes it easier is I wrote songs that are more fun and more of like an anthem kind of feel, or more pop more rock versus just like sad, slow, soft stuff. So it made performing more fun for me. So I'd have more fun on stage. People in the crowd would have more fun. And so it's kind of the same thing with comedy. Like, yes, it's all a defense mechanism. That's kind of the way that my music is sometimes. Like, it's talking about a very sad, deep subject, but it's like coding it with this like fun, upbeat like sound. So then you're like, oh, this song sounds fun. But then you're like, if you just isolate the lyrics or you just isolate the words, you're like, oh, but this is actually dealing with something kind of personal. So, but that's a good way of doing it, because then it kind of helps you transition from doing like these pop rock like upbeat kind of stuff in front of people, which is a lot more easy to digest, then slowly transitioning into like these sadder, more down, bare bones kind of music where it's a lot more personal and harder to perform in front of people. Then over the course of time, you can just do either one, and they're both synonymous with each other. So, and I said a lot of big words and a lot of fast words for how drunk I am. So that was impressive for me. I'm not going to lie. I didn't think I was going to make it through. Color me surprised. So, but yeah, you know what? In all honesty, I feel like we've done a really good job talking about these subjects, and you know what? I think for the next 5 or so minutes, let's just fucking talk about anything we want. And you know what? I have a rumor I heard from a birdie that you had some really good fucking news coming up, dude. So what's going on with the drive-in that you were talking about?
It's done. It's being shut down.
Oh, I thought it was good news.
You thought it was good news.
The way you said I have some news, I was like, oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah. It's because the emotionless mask that I make.
Oh, face. Fuck. Is it really being shut down?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because last week we so we've been doing this mic in a parking lot in Portland without permission, with no supervision at all. We've just been showing up with my speakers and my soundboard and whatnot and putting it on. And we've got to the point where we've got 25 cars. We have 30 comedians trying to get up every week.
And since you started promoting it on the podcast, it's blown up.
That's the rush that it was bringing people out. A huge fan base. But last week we had a security guard come a couple of weeks ago and stuff like that. But they came and the guy was like, "Hey, so they want your information." They're not saying no to you being here, but so we've had security guards come. 1 week we had there was something happened at the homeless camp down the street. It looked a lot like my background here, actually. We're not that far from the bridges, and maybe 15 police cars all drove by, and there was a raid or something on the homeless camp. For those of you that don't know about Portland, there's a lot of homeless people. Huge amount, large congregations, slum cities.
Kind of a problem.
It's a problem if you want to be hanging out under the bridges because there's no real estate,
There's no free bridges to hang out under. Trolls have been pushed out of Portland because they have no bridges to pay tolls for. Yeah, the troll tolls have nowhere to go in Portland.
So we had police cars driving by and stuff like that, but this week finally we ended up talking to the owners, and they're like, "Nah, you gotta stop. There's too much liability. What if somebody fell on the shattered glass that's in the parking lot or whatever, or somebody hurt themselves?" They're just
I don't know what that has to do with your comedy.
Just liability insurance, I guess. We're liabilities, Andrew. All of us.
I guess so. All performers are. That's it. Everybody in Portland, if you got a parking lot that's free. Honestly, I hate to say it like this, but why don't you is it possible to just do it at a Winco or something, like in an empty part of Winco parking lot? People are going to park there. You're going to set up a little stage, mics, a tent, and just go for it. And
and have 25 cars honking all night.
I guess so.
Yeah,
I guess that's the thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So there's a lot of things in motion, but the cool part about it is they're my buddy was like, "Hey, can we do one more? Can we get one more in?" And they're like, "Okay." So this Wednesday is gonna be the last one. We're gonna be
man.
One final hurrah.
Well, hey, this Wednesday?
Yeah.
What time is it at?
It's 8 o'clock.
8 p.m. It starts at 8 p.m. Okay. 8 p.m.
It's
I'm going to
the,
try to be there. I'm going to try to be there. I want to see the last
Try to
one.
be there. If you want to try to figure out where it is from the podcast, I'll give you the address later, Andrew, but it's the empty parking lot next to Bedrosian's Tile in Portland, Oregon.
Okay. All right.
There's a big sign that says equality. The fence is painted with a big Black Lives Matter. It's a beautiful view. It's a good lot, and it'll be a shame to, put it to rest. But we got to do 10 weeks of underground comedy out of our cars and in the radio in the middle of a pandemic. It was a really cool experience.
Damn,
I'm glad it happened.
That is a great story that we're gonna be able to tell people in the future. When we're actually back in theaters and actual stages. So, but that was a great thing that you set up, though. It's amazing that you got to, and there's that weird saying that goes, you either do it or you die a hero or live long enough to become the villain. So it's a good thing that you're dying a hero then, right?
I guess we're going out just as it started making money, which is the tough part.
Yeah, well, that would be bad because then you would have sold out and everybody would call you posers.
That's true.
So, yeah.
Sometimes, are we going out a hero, though? Or are we already the villains? That's the question.
Ooh, well, considering that you're being accused of people slipping and hitting broken glass, that has absolutely nothing to do with you. I'd say that you're the hero still. That's my personal opinion.
Hey, thank you. I'm glad we can be the heroes for somebody.
I've had 3 drinks, so I'm surprisingly opinionated, but I'm also holding it in because I know that so it's cool that they let you use their parking lot at all, but also
that I'm a villain.
Is kind of bullshit that you can't keep using it though, because I feel like I don't know what reason they gave you, but it seems like that whatever reason they could give you seems like it's not a very good reason. So
I mean, they would want money, and we could give them maybe a couple $100 a month or whatever, but
then that wouldn't be worth it for you guys. Well, I guess everybody could pitch in a few bucks, and then
tough.
all the performers.
I don't know. Yeah. It's hard, and it's not like something like this can't happen somewhere else, but I will hold up. Let me find the flyer because I will shout this out. There's another show. The very last thing that happened before we ended up getting in contact with them is me and my friend Brent Lowry. Brent found another venue, so we're going to be doing a Backyard Social.
Oh, that's awesome.
In Oregon. It's a bar. They got a patio. It's going to be socially distance comedy. So Backyard Social in Portland, Oregon, January 31st. It's a free show, $10 suggested. If you're in Portland, Oregon, fucking come out. It's going to be live comedy, and which is something you don't get to see a whole lot. So come support the scene if you love chuckle fucks like us.
Damn, that's awesome. Well, since we're all giving shout outs and since we got to wrap it up anyways, I'm going to say this. Check out my band New Management on Spotify because I have a new song coming out in about a week. And it's going to feature a band called Noir Dream. And we are going to have them on here pretty soon. Will is supposed to be, and I'm not really 100% sure, but I guess I heard that he's going to be starting his own solo project here pretty soon. So yeah, so he's gonna have 2 projects that he's gonna want to promote here, but we're waiting until he can actually have some material to promote with his solo project. So till he's gonna be on the show, or we might just have him on twice. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, I was gonna say that I have a song coming out next week, and then after that, I have another song coming out in about a month from after that song's release, and then I have another song coming out after that. So I will have 3 songs coming out in the next 3 months. And we'll look out for them. We have a song called Saved, which is the one coming out next week. It's probably like a emo pop song. And then I have a song coming out a month from that, which is like an emo rock song. And then from there, it is also an emo pop song. So we're hitting all the emo genres. We're one foot on emo and then we're pivoting. So, So anyways, I got some music coming out.
Country emo.
Actually, I'm doing a country song. It's called Rowdy.
Excellent.
I'm doing a country song called Rowdy, and it's going to be here sooner than you know it. I'm going to try to shoot a music video for it this summer when we can have a party. So yeah, that's a fucking project that I've been dying to fucking get done. So I'm so excited. But anyways, I just got a new distribution company that I'm going through with my band. So that, because my old distribution company, this is some, I don't know, maybe TMI, but I don't give a fuck. So, Basically, they're pretty expensive. They were like doable for me at one point, but now that I'm going to college full time, it's like kind of like a big wall to be like, hey, I want to put out an album for $100, and each song individually is like 20-30 bucks. And so it would be like, oh man, I really want to put out these new music, these new songs, but then it would be like so much money that I'm just like, fuck, I gotta wait. And so now I found a new distribution company where they work a totally different way. They have way different options. And so one of the options is basically cheaper, but I can put out music whenever I want, and it's only like a little bit of a wait. So I'm going through that company now, and so I'm going to be putting out music way more often whenever I want. It's going to be awesome. So new music's coming out. So yeah. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for being on the episode tonight. This was an absolute, I say one of the funnest shows so far. But I had 3 drinks, so that's probably not fair to say.
In the first 15 minutes.
So, oh yeah, I'm getting sober. I need to finish this up. But I was gonna say, thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you for being along for the, I believe, 5th episode. We are ending our first chapter of this, and we are going to start having more and more guests on. We're super excited. And I'm going to try to, maybe promote this a little bit more, maybe tell some friends and have my friends tell friends, because good friends do that. Friends who are watching this, and not guilting them, but no. But anyways, have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much. Check out New Management on Spotify, and try to be at Lucas's last parking lot show. So that would be absolutely amazing. If you guys
Backyard Social on January 31st in Portland, Oregon.
Yes, exactly. And you guys have an amazing day, and keep eating out there, everybody, because we are all starving artists out here. And take it easy. So love you guys.
Stay hungry.
Stay hungry. Thank you for watching the video, and thank you for sticking to the end. If you're interested in being a guest on the show, if you make art, if you make anything, and you are interested in promoting it, and you are interested in talking about it with some other artists as well, other starving artists, please check out the, oh my God, I'm never going to get this right. Check out the IG account and DM us, because that's the best way to get a hold of us. And also, I'm a broken record, but I promise you, the second that you do it, I will stop doing it. Please check out my band, New Management, on Spotify, because I got new music coming out soon. Thank you for watching the video. Enjoy the rest of your day, and see you on the next one.
You say you're working on yourself.